I want you celebrities to stay y'all butts at home and let a real risk taker come sit down and get sung to by Usher. Period. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Them Gladys nails. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another Real House. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another Kingeries video, child. That video takes me out.
And I couldn't even get it done. Cause Gladys sitting in there getting $22 worth of manicure done on them damn hospital hands. And they're getting them nurse nails done. And they're getting them safe and secure fingers. Girl, if you don't get your ass out the way so a risk taker can sit down.
Them Gladys nails, them nurse fingers. Let a real risk taker. But there's this really funny video on TikTok that has me like just screaming. And this whole thing about Usher singing to folks and folks being scared, it's just like, let the real risk takers come sit down and enjoy Usher. I can't wait. I'm going. But this Barbie is excited about being in debt. How y'all feeling? Welcome to another Kingeries video. Like I said, we got a couple of things to talk about. The girls are saying that Tasha K done put a spell on Tina Lawson. Honey, that's what happened to her $1 million stolen out of her home, from cash to jewelry. We got to talk about that. Also, the clapbacks between Tasha K and is Tina Lawson responding? Probably. We don't know. We're going to talk about it. Also need to talk about the video footages of Jamie Foxx. Someone saw him out this past weekend and it's been conversation. Girl, y'all been doing a lot around this man. Just let this man live. Let him live. Also got to talk about the Ice Spice and Latto drama, which I'm so glad that Latto didn't respond. 1501, Megan Thee Stallion's old label is $500,000 in debt, according to Carl. We gotta drag that. Also, Skai Jackson selling $5, not foot loans, but $5 raffle tickets to buy a Macbook on, I think, Bigo. Girl, it's hard out here. But before we get into any of this, let's go ahead and get to this mental health check-in. Yes, girl, this is the same shirt and I watched it. I said, girl, y'all don't get the same shirt because I only filmed one video. I was like, girl, I only did one video. Y'all know, I think might have did two. But I was like, girl, this is my favorite shirt. Y'all know I like to have the girls out and all that other stuff. But I hope y'all enjoying y'all Tuesday. I don't really have anything to say too much. I put it on the floor. Come on, I already put it on the floor in my Patreon video, my journal for this week. It was really good. I appreciate folks. I gave y'all a little something, almost 30 minutes. It was almost 30 minutes worth of, my feelings and takes on things. I got a lot of things on my mind that I want to talk about. I was really speaking on the episode of Black Mirror that I watched called Man on Fire. Oh my gosh. I might do a whole video for that on YouTube. Ooh, because that ate. Like, I have so many things to say about that, but I did talk about that on my journal entry video for House Lannister and House Martell over there on patreon.com/Kingeries. But that's all I got. I ain't gonna spill too much of my tea because I'm gonna get into everybody else's. So let's move on. Let's start off and talk about this Big Latto and Ice Spice drama, beef, I don't know what to call it. So like any other time, the fans and the stans are curating beef between two female rappers, and I wish they would just leave it alone. And Ice Spice has seemed to take in the bait. Now what's hilarious about this is I remember everyone saying that Ice Spice was not a negative person. She was not in the drama. She wasn't doing all of that. She was all fun and soft life. It's so interesting that y'all put all of these things on this girl who, and I was having a conversation with a friend this weekend. They were saying, what's the difference between Ice Spice and Latto? Because they're both light-skinned. Yes, they're both light-skinned. But who is lighter and who is closer to whiteness? And that is definitely Ice Spice. That's definitely Ice Spice. Like, Ice Spice has a way bigger audience of white and white Latinos, like engaging in her stuff in the ways that Latto doesn't. And Latto is read more black than somebody like an Ice Spice. And I ain't gonna get into too many deep things, but y'all know what it is. I mean, come on, look, take a look. It's in a book. We can be honest, period. So Ice Spice taking the bait. She, posted a seemingly a shot talking about some she hates girls who don't have their own identity, and a lot of fans were saying that was probably shade to Latto because Latto had on a two-piece Von Dutch outfit, which she said was custom made, and she said that you know, the girls, like, they ain't got their own identity. So the fans were trying to say that Ice Spice was being shady because this is how Ice Spice like dresses, this is her aesthetic, and they're trying to say that Latto is trying to do the same aesthetic. And all I'm thinking is neither one of them own two-piece. Like, the girl's been wearing two pieces like a lot. And Ice Spice, unfortunately, the fan who tweeted it, she followed them. She's following the same tactics as a Nicki Minaj. Like, Nicki Minaj does that. The fans will say some stuff, and she'll see it, and she'll reward them by following. She's following in the same, what's the name? And I'm not really surprised, to be honest, especially after she said that Nicki is showing her the way. So it'll be interesting who Ice Spice ends up in a relationship with. But Ice fell for the drama. Latto just posted a picture. She hasn't said anything. She hasn't liked any tweets. She hasn't responded. And I'm just really glad. I'm just really glad. Honestly, like, girl, if you want to be shady, like, put an at behind it. Leave it on the floor. Put an ad on it. And I know me talking about this, some folks will say, oh, you a Latto stan? No, girl. Like, I haven't put my stan card up. First, I don't stand for none of the girls except for Brandy, period. But I don't stand for the girls like that. But I do appreciate Latto. I've been loving her growth, and I'm just paying attention to her. But ain't none of the girls saying we need to see Ice Spice in the booth, you know, take it to the booth. We ain't hearing another girl say that, and I wonder why. Why is nobody saying Ice Spice need to get in the booth and take a shot? Because she can't do that. She gonna have to call Nicki up and have her write some raps. Which is quite funny. Because Nicki literally, like, be shady to the girls who don't write their own raps and da-da-da. Like, that's the famous thing. And Ice Spice ain't seeing no Latto in no booth. We know that. Like, Latto, you know, say what you want about the girl, but the girl can rap. Like, she can rap, and she got it. She got it, and I love that for her. But, you know, I'm not surprised that Ice Spice did that, because I never assigned innocence to her, and I know a lot of folks did because of the way she looks. And it's devastating. That's why we continue to talk about anti-blackness and colorism, because if we apply this and think about how innocence is being given to her, and we know that white people are automatically assumed to be innocent when they do stuff. I mean, they literally are like folks who have enslaved people and responsible for a lot of genocide and all types of other terrible things. And no one is saying white on white crime. I actually saw that. I'm gonna drag that because some of y'all was pissing me off on neighborhood talking about black on black crime. I'm gonna address that. So if we're saying that, if whiteness is the closest to innocence, then what is like folks with darker skin being seen as? Answer that quickly for me. Yes, and I also am, you know, like, there's just so much, even how we see whiteness as pure and whiteness, even how we like whiteness and darkness, like evil and good. Like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. But I know I'm going a little further out, but Ice Spice this is just unnecessary. It's petty. And I hate that she fell into it, but I'm not surprised that she fell into it. But move on, since we're talking about this, let's talk about the Barbie world premiere. So the Barbie premiere was last night, and you know, all the celebrities were there. You had Nicki Minaj showing up. Nicki Minaj looked very, very good. Her outfit was cute. I think I would have liked to see her camp it up a little bit, like give me some pink. But I'm very curious. I don't think they want to do that too much. I think they want to go for a specific aesthetic. And I don't, folks were saying Nicki Minaj should have had on a Barbie chain, but I would have thought that it kind of would look silly for her, like a brand-wise, to be having like Barbie whatever stuff. And this is the people who own it. Like, it would probably be like showing up with some stuff that somebody else made with y'all like image. Like, like, girl, what? So I don't see that it would look bad on her as a brand and everything. So I can see why she didn't do that. But she did look good. She did look good. Skai Jackson took a video picture with her. She looked good too. Now Skai Jackson get her wig tugged on. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But Greta looked good. Everybody looked good. Issa Rae looked amazing. Shout out to my guy Nathan for getting to, get a chance to interview her on the red carpet, well, the pink carpet. I'm so proud of Nathan because he's been a journalist, same shit. He's been doing this for a minute, so shout out to him. Him and his fro was on the red carpet, period. And everybody looked good. Like, want to be honest, I'm not going to see the movie. She gonna have to come to streaming services. I'm not moved by the movie. I've been hearing some good things and stuff. Check out my girl Pay Away, who, her love, she does reviews and stuff. I don't think she's done, but I've been checking. Where's Pay Away at? Where's my girl at? Pay Away, that's my girl. But I want to see Oppenheimer. That's what I want to see. Very curious. I'm always like these things. Like I was and I was fascinated by the kind of but not docuseries, but the series on HBO about what happened at Chernobyl. Like that was fascinating. I always found that fascinating, how humanity is stupid and doomed. Like and how greed and how things affect stuff. So definitely going to see Oppenheimer. I already bought my ticket. Shout out to AMC Stubs. Matter of fact, I didn't even have to pay for it because I'm going to see it a matinee, period, before y'all come in there. But it was kind of packed, so I'm going to be interested in seeing who actually is going to win. It might be Barbie because this brand around this movie is it's a lot. But who did this? Is it Christopher Nolan? Is this Christopher Nolan? Oh, Christopher Nolan. One thing about it, the score gonna give. It's gonna be giving. I'm just so excited about it. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the Barbie situation. Let's move on and talk about Skai Jackson. Skai Jackson got into a mess this past weekend because the girls were dragging her. She was on Bigo, if I'm not. Was she on Bigo? I think she was on Bigo, and she was selling $5 raffles for a MacBook, and the girls was dragging her, why do you selling a $5 tickets to a raffle for a MacBook? And she responded kind of dragging folks I don't need the money. I'm just this is just how it works. Y'all ain't never did this. This is how it works. And I'm like, girl, Skai Jackson, you are a celebrity. You are, I don't know, are you rich? Just give the MacBooks away. Why are you making your fans and stuff buy $5 the chance to win a MacBook? Because an average MacBook is $1,200, $1,300. So if 1,000 people buy a raffle ticket, that's $5,000. So are you making money off of this? As that's what it's given. Because some of y'all celebrities have been doing stuff like this. Y'all make folks follow this account. Somebody's paying y'all to do these things. And it's not legit. It's giving scamming behavior. The girls are saying she's not beating the Mean Girl allegations at all, and I don't think she is, to be honest. I don't know. As we talk about Mean Girl allegations and I don't know what type of spirit, let's talk about Winnie Harlow, who was at Usher's residency performance this past weekend. And I think it was this past weekend, she was sitting, I guess, next to her partner, her boyfriend, whoever it was, and Usher walked around and he was singing. It was just so corny. These celebrities are turning this into a spectacle. It's just girl, just enjoy yourself. Y'all so lame. Let a real risk taker. Let a real, leave Winnie Gladys Nails Harlow where she at. Girl, y'all coming to enjoy yourself, but it's giving y'all thirsty for attention. I don't know, Winnie, the girls already have questions for you. They already been dragging you for I think they dragged her for being a colorist or something, which is not surprising to me. But just enjoy the show. I didn't understand what was the need to do all of that. I don't know. It's I'm gonna be faithful to my man. Girl, please go sit down, child. Please go sit down. But that was that. We have not heard anything about Keke Palmer and Darius, child. The girls are saying they ain't broke up, child, but they might just be playing it quiet for a minute and they'll pop back on it. But like I said, I still have questions. If that man was being anti as hell. He was being the things, and that was your man, my man. Get it together, sister. Let's move on. Let's talk about Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, you know, a lot of folks have been having concerns about Jamie Foxx, what's going on with him, especially after the, you know, the reports and all the other stuff and the misinformation about how sick he was. So someone, you know, saw him out this weekend on a yacht or a boat, and I don't know the difference because I'm poor. And he was like he was having a good time, and they saw him again somewhere else, and he was standing up. And some folks would like saw the boat stuff like, why he ain't talking, why he ain't doing this and that. If he has had a stroke, you know, there could be vocal issues. Sometimes that does happen. But like, I'm just glad to see him. I think we just need to give him time, give him rest, and let him do what he needs to do. And I don't know. But I'm very curious. Like sometimes celebrities like, is it staged? If y'all have somebody come record y'all, did y'all, what's going on? Like, But I'm glad he's doing fine. He's looking fine or whatever. And I hope he's getting the healing and things that he needs. So shout out to him, period. Let's talk about this Tina Lawson situation and Tasha K. So Tasha K is just at everybody. She's at everybody except her empty ass bank account, because you need to be paying Cardi B her money. You need to be paying Cardi B her money. This is why I don't feel bad for her, because like she is like an online terrorist at this point. It's just unnecessary for her to be talking about Blue Ivy and saying that she was stiff. I was like, this is a child. Like, and it's Tasha K. Like, you wouldn't want nobody talking about your children. Stop. Like, you wouldn't want nobody doing nothing like that to your kids. Like, even if they are in the public eye, don't do no stuff like that. I don't think for a second that you ever consider your family when you are doing things like this. Like, do you ever consider your family? Do you ever think about your family? Like, I don't, as a fellow YouTuber, a content creator, and a culture critic, I think about my family when I do videos and some stuff I speak on. I have to. Not that I'm scared to speak on some stuff, but it's just, I am aware of how some folks might be upset, all the other stuff, but nothing is as vile. Like, I'm not accusing anyone of having an STI or making a comment. Like, I just don't do that. And it's just, I would go honestly insane trying to figure out why Tasha K does this. And I hope that she finds the help, because it's really sad for you to be commenting on a child's performance. And, you know, they're saying that Tina Lawson, when she posted her Instagram video, was talking about negativity, and, you know, folks can't break her soul. People were saying that Tina Lawson was probably firing shots back at Tasha K. So Tasha K was calling Tina a witch and all the other stuff. And, you know, sadly, unfortunately, well, not. But it's being reported that Tina Lawson's house was invaded, and burglars got away with $1 million worth of cash and jewels and stuff. And some folks were making jokes and saying that Tasha K didn't put a root or a spell on Tina Lawson. And I was like, no, that's not a spell. That's not anything. Tasha K, that's not karma. That's not anything. All it is, you know, people seeing a moment like we folks out here poor, and they gonna steal from the rich. It's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. I'm glad that Tina Lawson was not harmed or anything. I'm glad that she didn't experience any harm in that. But you know, this is what happens when you like this. You know, this is stuff that's like it's going to happen. But there was, you know, an incident, I think back in 2018, where someone, some folks, a gang of folks were getting information on celebrities and their addresses and all that other stuff. So like, it's interesting. I wonder like what type of security and stuff do they do when they are not home to protect their properties and stuff when they're gone. Like, to me, it's just not making sense that somebody is not. But I can imagine that being expensive. But $1 million in cash and jewels. I don't know, when celebrities be reporting to stuff, sometimes it be, to me, automatically be giving insurance fraud. Like, it just, not saying that's what Tina Lawson has done, but girl, sometimes the same thing with Kim K be giving insurance fraud to me. But yeah, girl, that's what's going on. And I'm glad that Tina Lawson is safe and all that other stuff. And Tasha K is a sick individual. She's very sick. So let's move on. Let's talk about 1501. Crawford said he is $500,000 in debt. After, what's that girl name? So Crawford has said that he is $500,000 in debt after, I'm about to call her Ebony. It's Erica Banks has left his label. He said a lot of shady stuff was going on, and it's not really his fault. But he said he found $100,000 in debt, and you don't know what's going to happen. I really don't care. That's what you get, girl. You was making Megan Thee Stallion's life a living hell for the last couple of years, so I don't really care about you being. I hope you have to file bankruptcy, to be honest. Your nasty, evil spirit and the things that you were doing. I'm glad that Eric, even though I don't really mess with Erica Banks, I'm glad her and her baby hairs have left your label and left you broke, because Megan Thee Stallion literally named and said that she was making all of y'all money. She was making y'all money, and y'all did not like it, and y'all did not want her to renegotiate her contract or anything. Y'all didn't want to work with her, and now look at you now. Y'all could have been all eating good, but we'll see what happens when you get greedy. So, you know, he was saying this on his Instagram Live and all the other stuff. He might as well just go ahead and just do a GoFundMe. Maybe some folks who, you know, out here like shouting free Tory can donate. And help you make up for the $500,000. Maybe you need to touch, what's this peanut head? What's his name? Miss Dreams and Nightmares herself. Meek Mill. Meek Mill, you know, recently said, what did he say? He was saying free Tory Lanez. It's just like, for what? Like what? Huh? Free? What is this about? What is any of this about? Like, hello? I just, what are we talking about? I don't understand that. But that's all I got, you all. Make sure if you can, you're subscribing to my Patreon on patreon.com/kingarees to get behind the scenes content and also videos that I do that are not on YouTube. Shout out to all the patrons who've been subscribing and supporting me. I appreciate y'all. And until next time, talk y'all later. Bye.